Same procedure as every virgin.
Hey guys, today's New Year's Eve, so-called Sylvester in Europe, and it refers to where this sort of feast day comes from actually, and why the new year has shifted to the 31st of December and then the 1st of January. Because there was a pope, and his name was Sylvester the First. And because of this pope died on the 31st of December, people celebrate it obliviously. Okay? So you have a whole world shooting rockets, as you can hear, firecrackers into the sky. There's an industry that makes billions of dollars with firecrackers. Just a few people that own these companies, industries, that make these firecrackers, they go into nowhere and just shoot them into the sky. It's $1 million business. On that day, they don't know what they're celebrating actually. The original year started in March. That's why you have September, which refers to 7, and October, which refers to 8. 7th month, 8th month. December is the 10th month, but we have come to know it as the 12th month. And there is even another calendar that doesn't have 12 months but 13 months, and you take the moon each month. That's where the word month comes from moon. And then you have 28 days per month, and then you get to 364 days, and that could be the moon year. But again, it's about sun worship. The Catholic Church, they shifted everything to sun worship. So we're now counting the years after the sun, which then gives us 12 months, and it's all over the place. They kept some of the months' names, but the main point here is that some pope before medieval times, it was after 300 after the supposed birth of Jesus, 300 years after that, this pope died. It's the death day, and then they shifted the whole calendar accordingly. And why was this pope so important? There is a story actually that he healed the emperor at the time, Roman Emperor Constantine, and baptized him, and that's why the emperor then gifted the pope the Vatican state, so to say, the land to build up the Catholic state there. Okay, so from there on, that's basically the start of the actual true Catholic Church in the worldly sense. That's to what it has become today, worldwide biggest, largest church. And I always say that Catholic Church has nothing to do with actual Jesus. Okay, they promote Christianity, which is actually not really Jesus. And the whole Catholic Church is paganism basically in plain sight. I mean, what do you have here? You have the head of a church that wears crowns with jewelry. This is not what Jesus would like, right? Quite the opposite. And this man, or Pope, was responsible for the building of the St. Peter's Basilica, for example. You can read these things for yourselves. His feast is celebrated as Saint Sylvester's Day on 31st December in Western Christianity, and I can show you here. I'm not born here, died. It's the date. I'm making these things up. That's why this day exists in today's world, and why people are celebrating it obliviously. They think, well, They're just celebrating their new year, but where does it come from? Why does the year start there? People should think, well, whose new year is it actually? Because if you think logically, everybody has their own new year, which is the birthday, right? You were born maybe on, I don't know, the 3rd of August. Then every 3rd of August, that's your personal new year. So what new year do you actually celebrate there? It's the world's new year, okay? The Catholic world's new year. This Western world's new year. Okay? Whoever is in friendship with the world is in enmity with God, and that rings true for all eternity. Okay? So if you take part in these things, then you are taking part in the world. And if you love these kind of things, I'm not saying, oh, get together with people that you like, but do you really need that? Then you have to be aware of what is being celebrated behind all of this, okay, spiritually. You're not gonna go to hell just because you're sending some firecrackers into the sky or something, but you have to become aware what this is all about, that you were born into a world, and that world is run by people, okay? There are reasons for everything. It's not just cut out of the blue, okay? But people act like this sometimes. They don't know what's going on. The masses usually. So I'm sharing this with you. You can have that knowledge. But honestly, to most people I talk to, they don't even realize it. They think then, oh, just another conspiracy, right? But no, that's just a plain fact, a plain truth of where these things are coming from. But they don't have ears, they don't want to get it. So I hope that through this channel that there are some people, the few people who are listening, that they actually can make use of this knowledge, right? These facts. I'm just forwarding them, you know? You don't have to do much research, but even that would be just too much for some people, right?